What's up, guys? This video is about her never being satisfied. Now, I had some customers, like 2 days ago or something, but it's a lot of people I interact with, but this one particular group of people I picked up. So two of them was, I think they was married. Then they had another two. It was 2 men and 2 women. So the first couple, I believe they was married. The second, they wasn't a couple, they was dating. I could tell about, as the trip carried on, the conversation. Okay, so the first couple was married. The second couple, they just started dating. Okay, so all of them are Hispanic, but the one male. The one male is 100%. He's a white American. Now the other 3 are Hispanic. Now, this is what I'm getting at. The whole colorism thing, all this stuff. I understand it. So they're all white, and you have one actual, like I say, one white American. The other ones are white Hispanics. So throughout the trip, they chit chat, they talking this and that, and I started to pick up little signs that a lot of people don't pick up, because I guess what they say, the average person, they spend more time talking than actually listening. So I'm actually picking up these little signs that obviously the husband doesn't know. So he met this one Spanish lady. I don't know how. I guess they met through the one Spanish lady. I don't even know, but they all know each other to some certain extent. The couple that's dating, the lady, she's new to the group. She's new to the group. The way they're talking, okay, she's new, but all the other 3 know each other. So I think they know each other for some kind of work or something, whatever. So as the conversation carries on, the lady's talking about, she's the married woman. She's asking the lady about, how she like being in a relationship with him and all that stuff like that. Just talking, and she's doing certain stuff, the married woman, to favor the white guy, the white American. And I'm like, huh. And it's certain things they do to where, a lady, not saying she likes you, but she wants you. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. I'm gonna put this out here, y'all already know. Y'all know it's a colorist thing. Y'all know, it's a problem between the white Hispanics and the original, I call them, because they're the original Hispanics. Same thing with the Indians. You go over there to India, you got the originals. It's not the original people. It's the new version. It's the whitewashed ones that always have. They want to get rid of the original people. The dark skin people, whatever. So we all know that in the Hispanic community, y'all know this. This ain't nothing new. So you can come in the conversation you want. But we all know your mama racist against your stepbrother who's dark skinned, and in the Hispanic community. We all know that. What do they say? Keep Mexico pure, or whatever y'all say. My Spanish ain't all that good, but I'm gonna just to get back to the video. So we all know about the colorism. We all know about the racism that happens in Mexican culture. We all know that. Moving forward, so she's doing stuff. She's telling the girl stuff about him that she don't know, because she just met him. And she's like, trying to one up her. Long story short, women, they'll do certain things to where it makes it like they not attacking you, but at the same time, she was like trying to brag on her like she know him, and she doesn't. Of course she doesn't know him, she just met him. But she's doing stuff to try to one up on the lady. So I'm like, as the conversation carried on, they chit-chatting, but she was always come in there and tell her stuff about him or his family to try to impress her. That's really what it is. Trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm one-upping you. I know him and he don't, whatever. And I'm like, why is she so in tune to what this dude got going on in his life? You know what I mean? She's really favoring him. She's talking more to her and him than she is with her own husband. Now the conversation, out of 100%, 70% of the conversation that she was having was towards the couple. I'm like, all right, your husband right here, you just don't acknowledge him. Now some people, they married. I understand that, but it got to the point to where it was so obvious that she didn't want to talk to him at all. her husband. She just wanted to entertain the white American and then the Spanish lady. I'm gonna say this. This how crazy it really is. You know, these people been manipulated, they've been brainwashed for a long time, bro. They've been brainwashed since they was first born. Their mama, their daddy, all, you know, Mary White, you know, all this stuff like that. They all, even, you know, I'm not gonna go to the other culture. I'll tell you guys that throughout the other videos. But this is how crazy it is. Like I told you guys right now, a few minutes ago, all of them are white. You know, at the end of the day, you can call it what you want, whatever. Like, I understand what you're saying. They still experience, but they all white. You just have white Hispanics, and you got the typical white American, which all these people who's dealing with self-hate stuff like that, they want that the white American. That's what it is. So I come to realize, like, wait a minute, she actually wants this dude. She actually wants this dude because she was just so much in tune in that conversation. She was just knowing, like, damn, like she really invested into this conversation. Like, instead of her just letting them two just hang out, get to know each other, she just kept intervening. I'm like, oh, she wants that dude. Now, remind you, she has a white husband, but he's a white Hispanic. She wants her a white American. I'm like, oh man, it's that serious. It's sad to see, but that's reality. What I'm getting at, like I told you guys earlier in the video, they're never satisfied. Now, if you want to claim that you're white or whatever, you know, that's your business, whether you realize that or not. But at the end of the day, they're still gonna see you as a Hispanic. Now, color, that's only gonna do so much for you. But at the end of the day, it's like people say in LA, where you from? Where you from? So they're gonna hear the accent, they're gonna see the facial features. You still not gonna fit in. Now, they'll use you until they get everything they need out of you. Then once they're done, like I tell you all the time, they discard them. So the fact that she actually has a white husband, he's a white Hispanic, just like her, that wasn't good enough for her. She wanted a white American. She wanted a regular white man. I'm gonna say this too. Totally different comparison from the white Hispanic man and the regular, you know, the white guy. The Hispanic, her husband, the dude is literally damn near probably my height or a little bit shorter, but he's bigger than me on top of that. So he's in the same height category that I am. And on top of that, the guy, he got me by like 40 pounds, you know, as far as body weight. So the white guy, how do you think he gonna look? How do you think the guy look? He's totally opposite of the white Hispanic man. That dude is 4'6". He automatically like 15 years older than everybody. He's the oldest guy in the group. About 15 years, easy. You got a little bald spot, you know what I mean? Like little tiny little white dude, fragile. Looked like he couldn't even, you know, he couldn't wrestle off a chihuahua. He's just like little tiny man, tiny little fragile man. Now, as far as personality and, you know, all stuff like that, I don't know. He sounds like a nice guy, but overall, as far as a self-defense mechanism, no. If something goes down at 2 o'clock in the morning and you guys are upstairs asleep, you're gonna have to answer that door. You're gonna have to answer that door because he's not that guy. He's not that. When women look at, they fantasize about a man, he's nowhere in that dream whatsoever. They can write down a description. He's nowhere. He nothing. He probably was a size 6 in boys. Like little tiny little white dude. You know, dude 15 years older. He's already balding. Like nothing. Like it's nothing physically attractive about him. That's all it is too. And I'm gonna say this too. Like I said, all of them Hispanic. So of course, you know, he went over there to Cuba, whatever he went. And you know, that's what it is. You know, y'all guys know what it is, man. I'm not trying to hurt no feelings as far as the guys who probably do like Hispanic women, but it is what it is. The Hispanic people know what I'm talking about. But this is the sad fact. She's willing to give up her marriage over that white guy. Because the simple fact is that he's a white American. She don't want him, she don't want a white Hispanic. No. She want her a white American. That's how crucial it is. I'm like, that man obviously can't defend you. Now, as far as his money, I'm not saying he's not a million or nothing like that, but I guarantee you her husband, he has a better opportunity to make more money than him because he can do more stuff compared to him. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So he provides more opportunities for his wife, but she don't care about that. As long as she get her a white American man, that's all she care about. I'll tell you guys before, man. They don't care, bro. Like the Chinese women, not so much the Hispanic women, but the Chinese women will literally work 2 or 3 jobs to take care of their white husband full time. Hispanic women, they necessarily won't do that, but they will, like I say, they'll come with the 50-50, no problem. They won't hesitate whatsoever. That's just reality, because, you know, that tradition-wise, Mexican women are not the leaders of the household. Almost say financially. They probably, you know, they run the household, but they not in charge of the whole entire family. You know what I mean? Like, as far as bringing in money and this, they don't do that. That's just in their culture. So whenever they get with a white guy, they can't necessarily take care of them. They'll do 50-50. Cause I've seen it a lot. But as far as them like doing what the Asian women doing to take care of you 100%, they not gonna do that. They just not saying they can't, but it's just they not gonna go slave away to take care of a white man when they know, okay, he's not American, he's a white Hispanic. They know they got options. They're like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and stick with my own men, my own people, and I'll let them, you know, carry on the workload. So this to go ahead and go back to the video again, I can tell you guys, she's married. The guy, you know what I mean, like I say, compared to them two, her husband is a better option. Physically and, you know, and also, you know, everything else. You know, he's way better. You know, the guy, like I say, the guy's 15 years old. Not saying like, you know, that really has nothing to do with it, but the fact that guy's already like damn near 50 and like they like in their, you know, like late 30s, early 40s. So the guy's younger, he looks better, he's a provider and all this stuff like that, but she don't care. She wanted a white man so bad she willing to throw all that away, because the fact that the way she was carrying that conversation, that let me know like, okay, I see what's going on. So that's what you really want at the end of the day, because again, they want the white card, you know what I mean? They want the white card, they want the green card, they want all that, so they gonna go to the white man to get that. So just a prime example of a whole lot of other examples I do have, but I don't want to stretch the video out longer than I have to. But in this case, that happens every single time. Now, you'll have somebody that be like, oh, you know, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this for her. That's true, bro, but at the end of the day, if she already have her mind set on a particular kind of guy she want, it's nothing you can do to change her mind. And as hard as that is for you to understand that, that's just reality, man. You just have to understand that. That's why it's so important. And I'm gonna say this too. Not every guy sees the signs, but a lot of guys do. You guys are trying to convince her to do, you know, to go your path, to choose you. So you'll do everything you can to try to convince her to pick you instead of letting her go on her journey. And in that case right there, she actually got her, you know, a white Hispanic husband, because she's trying so close to get to that white card, but she's using him as a placeholder. Like I told you guys for my other video, she's using him as a placeholder. So obviously, if she gets the opportunity to get her a white male, she's gonna go ahead and jump ship. Now, whether you want to believe that or not, I'm telling you guys right now, bro, that's normal. That happens on the regular, bro. I done seen females break up families because they done found them a white dude, or they found them a dude, you know what I mean, that got a little more money or whatever like that. That's just reality, bro. Why it's so important to vet the females. I'm telling you guys right now, don't get married, but moving forward, whenever you meet these females, you gotta vet them, bro. I'm gonna say this too, man. The stuff I've been through when I was younger, I just made it. I just had to accept the truth, man. I know everybody got their feelings and they want to do honest. I was like that too, but it got to the point in my life was, you know what? I'm not gonna take them serious, and I'm not gonna count on them to be around with me forever or long term. I'm just gonna take it day by day, and that's how I go about it, bro. Because when you put all your faith, your love, your money into these females, and they, you know, they let you down, now you're looking sad. So for me, the best thing for me that helps me get through dealing with women is just not expecting to be around for a long time, only for a short time, and that's it. At the end of the day, if she really care about you, bro, she'll show you. You know what I mean? All that talking ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna show you. She gonna put time in, and she gonna let you know she really care about you. But other than that, bro, just don't expect them to be with you for a long time. Just enjoy your time with them, however long they may be. That way, if she decides to jump ship, it won't sting as much. And on top of that, it probably won't even sting because you already expect it to happen at some point in time in your life. So anyway, guys, if you got any stories, any questions, you already know, leave them down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And no matter what, I'll protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.